A warm welcome to everyone and Namaste. From today, for the next few episodes, we will discuss about another interesting topic from Bhagavad Gita. I call it as Success Formula from Bhagavad Gita. Now, before I begin about the topic, let me give you some interesting quotes about what is success. So the first quote, it says, success is going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. So whenever we are after success, whenever we are working hard to get success, definitely there will be failure. But we should not worry too much about the failure. So without losing enthusiasm, we should continue to get the success. Let me give you an example. So all of us, we like one of the very special and interesting cartoon called Tom and Jerry. In this cartoon, Tom is very big and powerful than Jerry, the mouse, which is smaller and not so powerful. But in the race of Tom and Jerry, Tom always wins. Jerry always wins, Tom always loses. Even though Tom is powerful, still Tom loses the race. Can you guess why? Because Tom is running for its food, but Jerry is running for its life. Now, with this example, it is very clear that the purpose of life or the purpose for which we are working matters a lot. For Tom, what was the purpose? Just to have a meal of food. But for Jerry, it is its life. So even though it was small, because the purpose was strong, Jerry always would win. So similarly, we need to understand what kind of purpose in life we have in front of us. Is it very strong? If our purpose is very strong, then be rest assured that we are going to get success. Very interesting quote. Another quote. It says, there is no royal road to success, but after success, every road becomes royal. Very interesting. I'll repeat. There is no royal road to success, but after success, every road becomes royal. How? Many times, whatever we try to do to get success, there are so many people around us who will criticize us, who will speak ill against us because they think that we are trying to do something which nobody has done it. They laugh at us. But when we continue to do that and when we get success in the same field, the same people who criticized us would like to follow us. So that is why until we get success, we should not stop, we should continue. So I give the example about life. Life is all about problems. Many times people think, in life I always want happiness. Sorry, it is not possible. So life means it is all about problems. And that's all. So when problems come in front of us, what should we do? So life means how maturely, how wonderfully, how nicely we manage these problems is what actually is success. So life definitely put in front of us so many problems, but how well we manage, how well we solve the problems is what the success of life is all about. Another quote. We cannot be successful unless we have courage to fail. Many times we think whatever attempt we make, we should yield success. I am sorry, that is not going to happen. So every attempt may not lead to success. We will fail, we have to fall, we have to fail, and then how many times we are ready to raise, how many times we are ready to get up, that defines our success. So that's why I say we cannot be successful unless we have courage to fail. So I generally tell, do not think about failures when you are doing anything in life. That's why I say there are two kinds of people who play a game. So the first kind of people, they play the game to win, and second class of people, they play a game not to lose. Both sound similar. One person wants to win, another person doesn't want to lose. Both looks very similar, but there is a gulf of difference. What is the difference? The difference in attitude. The first person, he wants to win and he will play to win and he will win. But the second person, he doesn't want to lose. So he always plays a defense. He will not try to hit sixers in a cricket, rather he doesn't want to get out. That is the difference in attitude. So in our life, if you are a student, definitely you were a student before or now also you are a student. So in our schools, in education, in different subjects, they give us formulas. What is so special? What is the significance of formulas? So formulas help us to remember things easily, because in detail things we can't remember, but when we know the formula, it becomes easy for us to remember the essence of what we are studying. So that is why I have made this beautiful formula called, I call it as 4D formula for success from Bhagavad Gita. So I have made this 4D, meaning it is an acronym, D, D, D and D. It's an acronym 4D for success from Bhagavad Gita. Come, let us explore what exactly it is. So the first D stands for desire. So what Bhagavad Gita offers us insight about this desire, let us analyze. So in Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, 62nd verse says, Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu upajayate sangat sanjayate kamaha kamat krodho bijayate. Now Arjuna wanted to fight. He wanted to destroy Kauravas and wanted to win the throne for Pandavas. And he was ready. Arjuna was not at all an ordinary person. Arjuna was champion among the champions. So Arjuna prepared well for the fight and he comes to the war field and he sits on the Rath chariot and he comes in the center of the Kurukshetra, the war field, and he sees everyone, Bhishma, Drona, and he becomes bewildered. At the beginning he desired to fight, now he is desiring not to fight. So what he does? He removes his armor, he removes his astra, shastra and keeps it down and tells Krishna, "Oh Krishna, I don't want to fight." Have you experienced similar kind of situation? In our life, we also want to do something. We get up and go ahead, we prepare well, and when we go to the battlefield, meaning whatever the path you have chosen for the success, we go there and we see the competitors, we see, they are more powerful than us, and then we decide not to fight. Same thing happened to Arjuna's life. So at that time, Krishna had to educate Arjuna. How he has to educate? Because Arjuna was himself a very, very intelligent person, very smart, very intelligent. So for that, in that situation, Krishna had to give Arjuna a very logical understanding about why he should continue to fight. And with that, for your information, in the Bhagavad Gita, 1st chapter, Krishna doesn't speak. In the entire 1st chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is not speaking at all. In one of the verse, in the 15th verse, Krishna just smiles. That's what Vyasadeva writes. And Krishna starts speaking only from 2nd chapter, 11th verse. Until then, it was Arjuna and all other army people who are present in the battle. The description about them is described. So here, Krishna is making a wonderful analysis about desire. So Krishna says in the verse, Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha. Let us try to analyze what exactly he is speaking. Number one, Krishna is saying, for desire to manifest, first thing happens is dhyana. Dhyayato comes from the word dhyana, meaning thinking, contemplating, meditating. So now we see some sense object. It may be, for example, a gulab jamun or a beautiful girl in front of us. So we see that sense object and we start thinking about it. Wow, this gulab jamun is so nice. I want to have it. I want to enjoy it. But actually speaking, there is no gulab jamun in front of me. But what is happening? In the mind, we are thinking, meditating and contemplating about gulab jamun. And we are thinking, I want to have gulab jamun. I want to enjoy gulab jamun. This is contemplation. This is the first stage before the desire manifests. First is dhyana. So this thinking depends on our previous experiences. So if I have experienced previously, then I want to enjoy that gulab jamun now. So I am taking this gulab jamun example to connect to this particular verse. So this is dhyana, contemplation. Let us explore about this verse, what Krishna is exactly speaking about desire. He makes a very beautiful analysis. He says, number one, dhyana. Dhyayato means contemplation, thinking, meditating. So desire manifests after these steps. And the first step is about dhyana, contemplation. Now the question comes, yes, we contemplate, we think about something, but about what? That is vishayan. That is contemplation about sense object. What exactly is the meaning of vishaya or sense object? It may be a gulab jamun, it may be money, it may be opposite sex, it may be movie, whatever we want to enjoy in life. So all these things come under the category of vishaya. So now all of us in our life, we always keep thinking about what we want to enjoy. So I give the example that there is a gulab jamun. I am just thinking and meditating about this gulab jamun. I want to have it. I want to enjoy this gulab jamun. So first there is thinking about the vishaya, that is sense object. Let us take a small break and come back.